Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to introduce you to mathematical functions along with the criteria. In the previous video, I have shared how simply we can use mathematical functions like sum, average, max, min. In this video, we are going to apply these functions along with the criteria. Say for example, in the given data set, product code, product per unit price and the stock quantity is given, and we want to find out the number of products having price greater than equal to 500. So it means we need to apply count function on the basis of a criteria. So before we write the function, let us see the syntax of the function. COUNTIF is equal to COUNTIF, and within bracket we need to specify the cell range on which we want to count, apply count, and the second parameter is criteria. That is, we need to mention the criteria, that is the basis on which the count function will be executed. So in order to find the number of products having price greater than equal to 500, I need to write the COUNTIF function here. So let us write the function is equal to COUNTIF and open the bracket. Within the first parameter, we need to specify the cell range. Say I want to count the number of products having price greater than or equal to 500. So I select the cell range for the price, comma. The criteria we need to mention within the double quotes. So I open the double quotes here, and here I write the criteria, that is price is greater than or equal to 500. So as per the data set that we have here, the result of this function should come as 3. So let us see. Here we have 3 products like P100, P101 and P102 having price greater than or equal to 500. So the result is 3. Next, say we want to calculate total stock quantity of products having price greater than equal to 500. So here we want to find the total of stock quantity of the products, but our criteria is on the price field. So in such case, we need to use multiple criteria here. So we need to use the COUNTIFS or SUMIFS or AVERAGEIFS as per requirement. So here we need SUMIFS function. So let us see, is equal to SUMIFS, SUMIFS, and here in the syntax, at first the first parameter that we need to specify is the sum range. That is, we want to calculate the sum for which data range. So I want to calculate the total stock quantity. So I select this data range, comma. The second parameter is the criteria range. That is, we need to specify that the criteria that we want to evaluate, what is the data range for that criteria. We want to find the total stock quantity only for those products whose price is greater than equal to 500. So our criteria range is the price column, comma, and the criteria is price greater than equal to 500. So my criteria range is price column, and then here within the double quotes I will specify the third parameter, that is the criteria. So it is greater than equal to 500. So now when we close the bracket, what it will do and enter, it will calculate the total stock quantity of only those products whose price is greater than equal to 500. So here we get 3700. So let us see, here the price greater than equal to 500 is for product 1. So stock quantity is 1000 plus 1800 plus 900. So if we make the sum, it comes to 3700. Okay. Now we may also need to apply multiple criteria together. See, number of products having price greater than equal to 500 and quantity less than 1200. So here we want to apply multiple criteria. That is, we want to count only those products. We want to find the count for only those products whose price is greater than equal to 500 and quantity is less than 1200. So we need to write COUNTIFs and multiple criteria we need to specify. So let us write the function is equal to COUNTIFs, and the first criteria range is price. So I take price, comma, the second parameter is criteria 1. So within double quotes I specify the criteria for price, that is greater than equal to 500. Then if I give a comma, see, the criteria range 2 is activated now. So now we can specify the second criteria data range, that is stock quantity. So I select this, comma, now I need to write the criteria 2 within double quotes. So within double quotes here I write the second criteria, that is quantity less than 1200, and then close the bracket. So this function will return us the count for only those products whose price is greater than equal to 500 and quantity is less than 1200. So we have only these two products, P100 and P101 in the list, which fulfills these two criteria together. Okay. Now another example for this, that is using multiple criteria with the function. Say we want to find average price of products having price greater than equal to 500 and quantity less than 1200. So let us write the function. In case of AVERAGEIFS, we also need to select the average range, that is for which we want to calculate the average. So AVERAGEIFS, and now here is the first parameter is the average range. We want to calculate the average for which data range? I want to calculate the average price of products. So I select the price data range. This is the first parameter. Next, criteria range 1. So price greater than equal to 500. So my first criteria range is also this per unit price. Okay. And then comma, my criteria 1 I need to define within double quotes, that is price greater than equal to 500, comma, the second criteria is quantity. So I select the quantity range, comma, the criteria within double quotes is quantity less than 1200. So I can write it like this, less than sign and 1200. Now I close the bracket. So the first parameter I have specified as the cell range on which I want to calculate the average. Second parameter onwards I am specifying the criteria data range and the criteria separated by comma. So press enter and we get the result as 625. This is the average price of the products which are having price greater than equal to 500, but quantity is less than 1200. So it is actually 1000, that is price is greater than equal to 500. So this is first product in the list, and also the quantity has to be less than 1200. So the second criteria is not fulfilled because here quantity is more than 1200 for P101. For P102, the criteria, both the criteria are fulfilled. So if we take the average price, then it is 500 plus 750, which comes to 1250, and so the average is 625. So this is how we can use mathematical functions along with the criteria or multiple criterias. We need to remember the criteria must be defined within double quotes. I hope with this The concept will be clear. Thank you.